Hari Hari. Sit comfortably, either in Padmasana or on a chair. Sit with back erect, head up with chin parallel to the floor, shoulders relaxed. Place the right hand over the left in your lap. Breathe. Easily, naturally, neither too deep nor too shallow. Your normal resting breaths. Keep every muscle of the body relaxed. Be completely comfortable. Shoulders relaxed. Back, spine erect. Chin parallel to the floor with eyes closed. Breathe. Picture yourself now so seated in your most favored outdoor space. Clear skies. Perhaps there is water, a garden, but there is nature all around. Place yourself in that spot, in that place, seated as you are now, but in that space. Notice everything around you in that space. Breathe. In your mind's eye, picture yourself putting your hands forward, cupped together in front of you. Visualize yourself doing this. Breathe. Keep your eyes closed and visualize this. Visualize in the distance a small dot in the sky. It comes closer and you notice it is a bird. This bird lands softly, deftly in your cupped hands. It is the most beautiful bird you have ever seen. Beautiful plumage, proud, colorful crown of feathers, beautifully shaped, sharp beak, so very light as it lands in your palm. Look at this bird. It looks up at you. It trusts you. Breathe. The bird looks up at you, looks into your eyes, and trusts you. You gently, with one of your hands, visualize yourself caressing and stroking the bird. The bird trusts and allows you to do so. You're able to touch one of its wings and extend it. It's so very delicate, so very fragile. The bird looks up at you, trusts. You extend its wing, and you notice the fragility of it. You notice the beauty of it. You notice its inherent and capable power to be of such sustenance and usefulness for the bird itself. But it is of real no use to you. And as you feel the wing, you recognize that you have the power to maim this little bird with the simple flick of your finger. But you do not do this. The bird looks up at you and trusts and knows you also will not do this. The bird allows you to hold its wing in your hand and notice the power you have over this bird to maim it for the rest of its life. The bird looks up at you and trusts. In yourself, you feel the gentleness of your heart, the compassion within your being, knowing that you could never do such a thing. You stroke and caress the delicate, fragile wing of this little bird. You gently put it back in its place. The bird looks up to you, trusts. You know what the bird wants. Even without words, the bird looks up to you for nourishment. You have water in a small little bowl, and as you bring the water in this small little bowl, the bird begins to drink of the water you give it. The life-sustaining water provided by you, and you have more than enough water for yourself and for the bird. So you give of it freely, completely. And this bird drinks fully of this life-sustaining water you're providing. It looks up to you and you feel its gratitude. And as you feel its gratitude, you yourself are awash in gratitude for being able to provide that which nourishes this little bird. The bird looks up to you, trusts. You know it wants something to eat. You have little bird seeds in the palm of your hand, and your fingertips, and you bring it to the bird, you have the power to have poisoned the seeds or to have given the wrong type of seeds to the birds, but you have not done this. You know precisely what the bird wants and needs. The bird begins to eat of the seeds you have in your fingertips. And even as it eats the seeds, it becomes stronger in body, stronger in mind. It becomes even better able to sustain itself and to fly off into the wind. Yet you continue to feed and watch and know as the bird grows stronger and stronger. The bird finishes, looks up to you, observe the bird. It turns, spreads its wings, and flies away. Just as it hovers a few feet away of you, it turns, hovering. You notice its very, very sharp, pointed beak, level with your eyes. And in that moment, you know that this bird has a capacity to blind you and maim you for life without you ever being able to defend yourself. And it hovers there. You trust. It hovers. You trust. You see the glistening sharpness of its beak. It hovers. You trust. It turns and flies away. You don't know if it will return, but you know that if it leaves and never returns, you are 100% complete. You have lost nothing. You have gained in a most beautiful experience. You sit with your cupped palms empty, but you sit and feel and experience love. And in that moment, the bird returns. It looks up at you, trusts. You have the capacity to nourish the bird with water, with food, to caress it. You also have the capacity to maim and to harm. Similarly, the bird brings you joy, brings you the opportunity to share love. It also has the capacity to maim and incapacitate you. Yet you are both, whether you are together or apart, the bird will go on to have a full and complete life without you. It is inherently able to care for, sustain, and nourish itself, just as you are perfectly capable to sustain and nourish yourself. The bird flies away. You do not know if it will return. You would be joyous if it did, and you would be just as satisfied, content, and happy if it didn't. You're still seated in your favorite place. Beautiful nature around you. Now, standing before you, visualize your spouse. They are standing before you. Notice their hair, their face. Notice the clothes they are wearing. They are standing before you. Just as you caressed, petted the bird, take a moment to think, in what way can you validate and soothe your spouse? Tell them in your mind's eye how you will validate their being and soothe their existence. Tell them. Just as you grasped and extended the wing of the bird, you noticed its fragility, its delicateness. Look at your spouse. See in what way are they incredibly delicate and fragile. What part of them is so uniquely fragile? In your mind's eye, tell them what that is and that you know this of them. Tell them you know of their fragility, and tell them how you know how you can harm and maim them. Look at them, see them. They need water. They need love. In what way do they need to experience love from you? In what way do they need to experience love from you in a way that they can imbibe it? What is that? In your mind's eye, tell them what it is and give it to them. Look at your spouse, their hair, their features, their clothing, their body. See them. They need food, nourishment, to strengthen their being, to strengthen who they are. Just as the bird has the capacity for flight, look at your spouse and see the abilities and capacities they have. And just as the bird needs food for strength in flight, your spouse needs strength to fulfill and to grow the capacity of their own strengths. What are their strengths? Identify 2 of their strengths as you know them and tell them in your mind's eye what those strengths are, and that you see them, you acknowledge them, you know their strengths. Tell them what they are. Now tell them how you will nurture and nourish and feed their strengths. How will you do this? Tell them. Look at your spouse. See their features. See their face. See the clothing that they're wearing. See everything about them. Now watch them. They begin to turn and they're walking away from you. Let them. They're walking away. Watch them as they walk away. They turn the corner. You have no idea whether you will see them again. Focus on yourself, seated in your favorite place. You're alone now. Look around you. Feel yourself. You are 100% the same. Before they were there, while they were there, and now that they are gone. But you turn and you see them now walking toward you. See their features. They walk towards you. They look into your eyes. You see trust. You see love. They walk to you. They're standing before you. You now stand to greet them. Look at them. Notice, just as you know of their weaknesses, they know of yours. Just as you were able to give them the water of love and feed their soul, they are able to do the same to you. Just as you know of their weaknesses and can harm them, they know of yours. But yet you see love, you see trust. You saw their strengths, and you know how you were able to nurture them. They see yours and can do the same for you. They know of your weaknesses and are able to harm you. In your eyes, you see their love, their trust. Now, reach out and hug them as they hug you. Feel every contour of their body as you hug them. Feel their breathing. Hold them close and feel their arms around you as they hold you close. Stay in this embrace. You both have the power to crush each other, but you do not. Feel only the warm embrace of each other. Feel their arms around you. Feel their body in your arms. hold this visual. Hold the embrace. Let them go. They stand back, they smile at you, and they turn and they walk away. You watch them as they leave. They turn the corner. You do not see them anymore. You sit back down again, and you are alive with love. You're perfectly content, right where you are, here and now. If and when they return, you will experience them again. If they do not, you are right now perfectly complete. Breathe. Now go about your day. Hari Hari.